Hi and welcome to 50 Cents. My name's Elizabeth. This is my channel and I'm going to be here helping you through midlife and beyond. Please like and subscribe. Today I want to talk about menopause myths because Twitter's just been awash with them recently. There has been loads of disinformation out there, which is stopping people getting the help they need. And it's hard enough getting the help you need when you're menopause. So today I'm going to go through 7 of the common myths that I see repeated all the time.
Myth number 1. Menopause happens when you're old.
Menopause hits when you're old. Has somebody told the Queen? She's 94. Oh my God, she's going to go through menopause. My mum's 90. She's going to go through menopause. Except she went through menopause when she was 50. I can remember it. We had to have all the windows open because she had hot flushes. That was all she had. She's lucky that way. Menopause doesn't hit when you're old. Menopause hits when menopause hits. I'm 53. I'm still perimenopausal, which means I haven't actually hit the menopause itself. I know someone who is 14 and she had a menopause at that age. My friends are in their 30s and they've gone through menopause. The women who come to my menopause group, they're a whole mixture of ages, young, old, everything. Menopause hits when it hits. The average age is 51, but that's the average. It doesn't mean it's going to happen to you when you're 51, and symptoms can happen a long, long time before that. So women need to be aware of menopause at all points in their lives, which is why I'm really glad it's in the curriculum now, but we need to spread the message more now. Help me.
Myth number 2. Every woman gets hot flushes.
Hot flushes. Oh, I remember them. They were the last of my symptoms to come, and they were the symptoms that got me help because I started thinking, oh, this is definitely menopause now. Let's see what I can do about these hot flushes. And by looking online, I realized everything else I'd been going through for the last 4 years was also menopause. They're horrendous, but they don't hit every woman and they don't hit every woman in the same way. Menopause is around 34 symptoms. Hot flushes are one of them. So please, hot flushes are not just menopause.
Myth number 3. HRT is dangerous.
HRT, it's the new baddie, isn't it? I remember it being the pill in the 1980s. Don't tell my mum I was on the pill in the 1980s. But we were told it would cause clots, and there was quite a big scare about it. I remember being worried myself. HRT seems to have taken that over now. And yes, every medication has some risks. HRT has some risks associated with it, just as it has a lot of benefits too. The important thing is to check and make sure that you know about the risks, know about the pros and cons. You could read about it on 50 Cents. I've written about them. There are good reasons to take it, just as there are reasons why you should double think. But that's the same with any medicine. If you buy paracetamol, have you ever taken out that sheet of paper and read all the warnings with it? No, you just take paracetamol. I'm not saying being blasé and just, go take HRT. Inform yourself about it, discuss it through with your doctor, and make sure you make the right decision for you, not what the tabloid headlines say.
Myth number 4. You'll never have sex again.
Your sex life's going to end. No. Well, yeah, it does actually. Not for everybody, but your libido can quite often take a whack during menopause. Yeah, mine has. I'm not the same girl as I was when I was 20, but I can't do a lot of things that I did when I was 20. So sex is just the new one on the block. It doesn't happen to every woman because menopause isn't the same for every woman. It hits us all differently. Some women really, really suffer with a libido. If that's you, go to your GP and ask to be put on some testosterone. You can get gels for it. Now, not every GP will do this because it's not licensed for use in the UK, even though it's been shown to have great results for a lot of women suffering from menopause symptoms. I have been told, now this is an anecdote, but I have been told that GPs are a lot more happier to prescribe it if you say it's for your sex life rather than you just say I'm suffering from menopausal fatigue. So give it a try. And the good news is a lot of people say sex gets better after menopause. They start enjoying it more and they're more confident. So you might be going through a dry patch, but it probably won't be forever. You will have sex again.
Myth 5. Menopause symptoms are just physical.
Oh, how I wish menopause symptoms were just physical. And don't get me wrong, the physical symptoms have been horrendous. The hot flushes, I said, felt like a nuclear explosion in my insides. I also had itchiness, like ants were inside my skin, burying desperately to get out. It was awful. The tiredness, that's a physical symptom. The hair loss is really, really upsetting for a woman to see huge handfuls of hair come out when you brush your hair. The physical symptoms are not to be undermined, but I could cope with them much, much better than the mental health symptoms. I've had the psychological symptoms I've had, which have included paranoia. I've had depression. It's not depression because I don't need antidepressants, but I've had that deep, deep down. I've stood on the banks of rivers just wondering, what if I were just to go in and float away? It has got me down that much. I've lost confidence. I've turned down promotions at work because of the loss of confidence. And it has a huge impact on your life. It just really, really upsets me that people think menopause is physical symptoms. It's easier to see when it's physical symptoms. And if you know someone's in that sort of pain, then you can help a bit more. Whereas we still have this huge stigma towards mental health, and especially it is not known enough how much menopause can affect your mental health. Women are suffering a lot as well because of lockdown. A lot of women say their symptoms have got worse and they're feeling a lot more anxious and down. So please, 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 if you work in mental health, be aware that women's mental health takes a huge toll during menopause.
Myth number 6. Life as you know it is over.
Menopause means your life is over. I'm going to say no here. Menopause means that you can no longer have children if you were able to have children before. That's it. That's the only part of your life that's over. Remember those body form adverts where you could go paragliding and abseiling on your periods? You can do that after menopause too if you want, or you can just go down the road, meet your friends, have a gossip, have a drink, have a laugh, and live life as you always have. A lot of women actually say life gets better after menopause because they feel more confident. They're no longer worrying so much about their appearance and what they do and what they say. And I know for myself, on my good days, I have so much confidence. I can take on the world in ways that I never could when I was in my 20s. I would never go back to my 20s, not at all. So if this is the end of life as I know it, then I'm really excited about the new life that's coming because it's pretty good so far.
Myth number 7. Menopause is a woman's issue.
I had a fight about this on Twitter. Well, not a fight, but, a little, you can't say that. Menopause is a woman's issue. Well, no, it's not, because if you know a woman, you know someone who's going to go through menopause, and that's going to impact on your life in some way. It could simply be that your colleague's having a difficult day at work, or that the woman in front of you in the shop stops suddenly because she's having a hot flush, or your partner has gone nuts because something's just pissed her off so much and she can't even tell you why because it's hormones, but she looks like she's going to kill you. That's menopause, and it affects every part of society. And now that women aren't expected to be in the kitchen anymore, they're not expected to sit at home, and we're out in the community. Well, in the community makes me sound like I don't know what, but we're out there now. We're in the workplace. Menopausal women are the fastest growing demographic in the workplace. So if you know a woman, and we all know a woman, then you'll know someone who's going to go through menopause. And if you know someone who's going to go through menopause, that will have an impact in your life in some way. So menopause isn't just a women's issue, it's society's issue. and we need to deal with that. So that's my 7 menopause myths debunked. There are loads out there, which just goes to show how little information there is about the menopause. And that's what I'm here to fight, because every woman deserves to know what's going on with their body and what's happening with their hormones, so they can make the best decision possible to look after themselves. I hope you found it helpful. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.